Campaign for Liberty, David Jahn.
Yeah. All right, pleasure to be here with everyone tonight. 5 minutes, don't squander. Talk a little bit about Pennsylvania Campaign for Liberty, Campaign for Liberty in general. What is apparent mostly is what's going on at the national level. As you know, Ron Paul, I believe last year introduced House Bill H.R. 1207 would require auditing of the Fed, and then Senator DeMint introduced S604 in the Senate, also requiring audit of the Fed. Audit of the Fed would be an incredible fallout if we ever got an opportunity to audit the Fed and find out what they're doing with all of our money, our hard-earned money that's being delved out to bankers and international entities and who knows what. In Pennsylvania, we have some holdouts that if anyone can help us with, it'd be greatly appreciated. Congressman Ken Jaworski is still a holdout as far as sponsors, and I should mention H.R. 1207 in the House currently has 317 sponsors. The Senate bill has 32 sponsors. This bill is one of the first bills I've ever seen Ron Paul introduce that it really took off. And it's got a lot of sponsors that ever hits the floor. I think with those amount of sponsors, there's a good chance that it would make it through. But we got to put the pressure on Pelosi and Reid to get it going. So if anybody in the Jaworski district and can put some pressure on them, appreciate it. Specter and Casey, we also need to get on them. But enough about that. I'd like to talk about what's going on at the state level while we're here tonight. Right now, at the state level, we're a 501c4 lobbying organization. You don't see us putting together a lot of protests running around the state with protest signs. We don't really do much of that. In 2008, 46% of our state reps ran unopposed. I don't think running out with protest signs is going to intimidate them much. And I have to tell you, until and unless you're feared politically, you won't be respected politically. So you got to come out with a good approach, a good systematic approach to earn their respect and earn their fear. So you got to make it hurt, make it uncomfortable for them. At the state level right now, what we're doing is we're developing legislative initiatives. We've worked on narrowing down. There's like 2 dozen we were looking at, or over a dozen. We've narrowed it down to about 3 or 4 that we're hoping to introduce next year, legislative initiatives that are going to the House. And at the same time we're working on those, we're working on a candidate survey that will go out to all of the candidates at the state level offices this year, asking them their positions on these issues. And we're also going to have a box on there that'll indicate whether they're willing to sponsor a bill on those issues. That way, next year we'll be able to hit the ground running, knowing who's in support of the initiatives we're looking to put through. Give you an idea of some of the initiatives we're looking at: the Montana Gun Bill initiative, where guns made and manufactured in Pennsylvania are not subject to federal legislation. We're looking at a fully informed jury bill that would allow the jury to read the law for themselves and judge the law for themselves, and instead of the judges dictating that they must accept the law as he gives it. So we're looking at some of those other issues. One of the other things that I'd like to point out is the structure of Campaign for Liberty in PA is such that we have congressional coordinators, county coordinators, and we get down to our most valuable asset, the local coordinator. For $35 and your willingness to be a local coordinator, you get access to a local coordinator's area of the website, and we have what we call a boot camp there, with a lot of questions that you can work through and answer. They're progressive, and it gives you information about your district. We're trying to put a lot of training in to all of our local coordinators and training. And then on the website, there's a lot of web tools, a lot of web-based training. And if anyone attended our Valley Forge conference that we had back in November, we bring in political experts. They give you 8 hours. We got 8 hours of training there. It's been all captured on video. those videos from regional conferences held all over the country are available on the website to anyone who's attended a conference. So there's a lot of training going on and a lot of lobbying going on, and I want everyone to know that we're out here working hard behind the scenes to make it happen. I have volunteers who are next year going to be going out to the House and Senate 2, 3, 4 times a week, a month, I'm sorry, to make a trip around the House and advance our initiatives and follow those things through. So we're actively doing things, and we need all the support we can get from people like you. There's time and money and resources involved in it. So even though you don't see us out there leading the way in these protests, we're doing a lot behind the scenes to make it happen. So any support you can give us would greatly be appreciated.